Hi everybody, how you all doing? Today a slightly different video because I came across the BuzzFeed website and here they're having the 30 delicious Indonesian dishes you have to try, or sorry, you need to try, and I thought it might be interesting if I just film my reactions to it while I go through the site and tell you what I think about all those dishes and if it's actually worth it trying or not. Let's go into it. Okay, here you have the BuzzFeed site, 30 delicious Indonesian dishes you need to try, blah 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 blah. And first comes up, of course, is nasi goreng. Nasi goreng, I would say, is the standard Indonesian dish. No wonder it made it in the first place. It's fried rice, and the cool thing is every city, every area has its own version of fried rice. In Bali, it's rather quite spicy. Yogya, it's pretty sweet. I remember in Solo, it was rather salty. It really depends on where you are, and don't wonder because it's able to actually eat nasi goreng for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. I remember the first time when I came to Indonesia, I was like, seriously? In the morning, it's usually a milder version, and then throughout the day, it gets spicy and oilier. Now it grew on me, and I really like going to new areas and trying their version of nasi goreng. But in the beginning it was pretty like, nasi goreng again, but there is actually difference in it, so try. Mee goreng, basically like nasi goreng, but to be very honest, if I have a choice, I choose mee goreng over nasi goreng. I prefer eating noodles more than just eating the rice. Just my personal flavor. But then usually like my husband gets nasi goreng, I get the mee goreng when we go out or something like that, and then we swap in between so we can both try the other dish. Yeah, what I just said about the nasi goreng counts for the mee goreng as well. Same thing. Staple Indonesian dishes, you find it everywhere, and they're always good. I mean, you must be an idiot to actually mess up nasi or mee goreng. Really, you must be an idiot. There's nothing you can do wrong about it. You just throw in some stuff, salt, pepper, chili, whatsoever, what you want, and it always tastes good. Mee ayam. We haven't had mee ayam for ages. Oh, my nose is itchy. Sorry. I haven't had mee ayam for ages. Yeah. It's just noodles with chicken. The only thing I don't like about it is sometimes they have a huge knife and then they cut the chicken like in smaller pieces, but then also like they cut actually the bone with the chicken and they have like some piece of bone in there. That's one thing I don't really like. But in general, the soup is awesome. I like the pangsit, which is like the fried, what is that? The fried cracker there. So if it's good meat, I love that. It's pretty good. Bakso. Bakso is like, what is that? Meatball soup. Really awesome, and this is like non-rice based, so you have like noodles with like soup and then meatballs. Yeah, the only thing there is like, there are awesome restaurants which make really awesome bakso, but some just make like, it just tastes like there's everything else inside this meatball than the real meat, so yeah, you have to find a good one, but I haven't had bakso for ages, mainly because I'm really trying to cut down on my meat consumption. That's more or less the main reason, not because I don't like it, it's just, yeah, I don't really want to eat too much meat. Nasi uduk. Oh, I love nasi uduk. Nasi uduk is like rice cooked in coconut oil. So the rice has like very different flavor, and then you eat it usually with like yeah, sambal, roasted onions, and an egg. It's really good. Awesome dish. I don't know what to say about it, but it's an awesome dish. The rice tastes totally different. It's good. It's really good. Bubur ayam. Oh my gosh, I love bubur ayam. It's rice porridge. And usually you would say like, well, it's just something for like old people or like small kids which still have to like learn to eat and they don't have any teeth. So it's easy to eat. Yes, it's very easy to eat, but it's super delicious because yeah, they put like peanuts inside there, breadcrumbs, a bit of like onions. Yeah, you can put chicken in there or not. Sometimes you get it with chicken broth. Last time I was in Jakarta, I got it with a curry sauce. It was so good. That actually was one of the best bubur ayams I've ever had. Like really, it's an awesome dish. And the cool thing is the porridge is warm. So on a cold day or a rainy day, and you just need something to warm you up from inside, one of the best dishes. But sadly, it's considered a breakfast dish, so you don't find it at night. So you really have a hard time finding this at night. But it's awesome and very filling. Satay. Satay is just like, yeah, meat on a stick and then barbecued. My favorite part about this actually is the peanut sauce, not the satay itself. Usually my son and my husband just eat all the satay, but then I eat the peanut sauce and I just like dip some bread in it. I just love the peanut sauce, it's so good. Martabak, ooh, but there are two types. Let me see. Oh yeah, there are two types. Okay, this one first. This is like an egg omelette. It's savory, it's cool, it's nice. Find it everywhere. Like sometimes they actually sell like those stalls in front of the Indomaret. Usually sell those. They're okay, very decent. But this here is my favorite. This is the second one. This the sweet one. I actually made a video about it once where I actually made the sweet martabak with like premium ingredients. I think you can click here, I think, or there, somewhere like in the corners, and then you can, I gonna link to the video there. You can see how I try to make it. It's not that easy, but it's damn delicious. It's like literally a sin. Don't try to eat it yourself. It's way too much. It's way too sweet. You're just seriously gonna die of a sugar overdose. But it's worth it. Tau and tempeh. I love tempeh. I mean, tau is just tofu. I think you can find it everywhere in any Asian shop or so. But I think tempeh is a typical Southeast Asian dish, if I'm not mistaken. And only recently I found it also like in Asian shops in Europe. I love that. You just dip that in sambal. It's so good. It's really, or just cut it small and put it in your salad. I just love tempeh. Tau is okay. But if I can choose between tau and tempeh, it's always tempeh. Just love it. Soto. Yeah, soto is, what is soto? It's like a rice soup. Rice soup? It's rice with soup. Usually chicken broth, chicken pieces on top of it with an egg. Super delicious. Usually for breakfast as well. Just to warm you up. Really nice. But yeah, like since I'm trying to cut down on my meat consumption, I haven't had soto forever. Because there is no vegetarian version of this. I mean, why? I mean, if anybody's watching there and they know a place where you can find the vegetarian soto, let me know. It's gonna be awesome. Finally, a vegetarian dish! Ketoprak! I love ketoprak. It's like tofu. I know a lot of people say tofu is disgusting, but tofu honestly is like one of the best things ever. It tastes amazing. And if you marinate it properly, it tastes so good. I even believe this dish is vegan, not 100% sure about that. But I don't think there's an egg or anything like that inside, so therefore it should be vegan. It's crackers with bean sprouts and noodles, and then a soy sauce on top of it. Really awesome dish, really. And that's just for lunch, I believe. The thing is, like, I know usually like you get those things, but I sometimes have a craving something for ketoprak at night. So I just try to find these places where I can get it at night. It's pretty tricky. Gado basically is just a green salad with peanut sauce on top of it. Simple, easy, awesome. Like I said, I love the peanut sauce. I really love it. But saucy for gado is very fine peanut sauce. Whereas for satay, you can actually sometimes still taste the chunks of like the peanuts, which I actually prefer over the fine grinded one. But I guess everybody else has their own favorite. But I mean, gado is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I actually prefer lotek. I'm not sure if everybody knows what lotek is. Lotek is more or less the same thing, but the sauce, the peanut sauce, is much more chunkier, and the vegetables are not raw, but they're kind of like cooked for a few seconds and then put in there. And you usually eat it also like with bakwan and stuff like that. It's really awesome. Bacil! Oh my gosh, I love bacil. This is seriously one of my favorite dishes, bacil, because it's just rice with green vegetables and a chunky peanut sauce again, which is sweet and spicy at the same time. I just love that. It's a breakfast dish as well. There's one SKPC shop close to UGM. It's rather expensive compared to like the other like dishes here, but they have the best there. I love to go there. And nasi bacil. I think I can have that for lunch later. Bacil. Next is curry dog. Yeah, curry dog is kind of like gado-gado. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's an okay dish, but it's kind of like gado-gado. Like it's not much of a difference. Show me. Yeah. Oh, and next is batagor. Okay, let's put those together. Yeah, it's like. I mean, it's like it's made like chunks from like fish paste and then all together, and then filled with other stuff. Batagor is kind of like the same thing. It's like bakso but filled with tofu or vice versa. They're different, but I throw them in the pot together because I eat them, they're good, but it's not my favorite, so I don't really choose them if I have another choice. Opor ayam. Opor ayam, I would say, is like the roasted turkey Americans have for Christmas or Thanksgiving. That's the same thing here, but it's a chicken and you eat it for Idul Fitri. I think that explains it pretty much. Rendang. This, I would say, is the Indonesian version of a German schnitzel. In Germany we get like big ass schnitzel, it's like a big chunk of meat, but here the meat is actually cut up in smaller pieces. I believe it's slowly cooked or something like that, but the spices in it are just like mind-blowing. Seriously, if you eat that, it's just like an explosion of so many like flavors in your mouth. I love it. I actually, yeah, usually like I don't really eat the meat that much, but I like the sauce or the soup you have with it, and then the seasoning on top of it. It's just so good. It's like curry something base. I have no idea how to cook that. I know it's pretty tricky to actually do it right. If you have opportunity to try rendang, go and eat it. It's really, I haven't had a meat dish which is similar to this. It's very, very unique, very awesome. Ooh, gudeg actually made this list. This is interesting, because gudeg is a so typical Yogya dish. The rule of thumb for this dish is actually that the later the gudeg shop opens, the better it is. So basically, if the shop opens at 9 o'clock at night, yeah, the gudeg is quite decent, very edible, and it's okay. But I remember once, my friends and I, we stayed up literally until 2 o'clock in the morning just to eat at this one freaking gudeg place in the middle of nowhere. But it was good. It was really worth the wait. We were, I believe, the first customers there, but after us, there were just like tons of people coming, and we talked to those people, and they're selling out within a few hours at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're selling out really by dawn. It's amazing. It's crazy, but it's good. And I think this thing here is, I'm not sure if it's true, but they told me it's fried cow skin. Not really a fan of that. I've tried it though. But the rest of gudeg is good. It's really good. Maybe I eat that tonight. Ayam goreng kuning. It's just a roasted chicken, Indonesian version of roasted chicken. That's okay. That's yeah, it makes sense that they made the list because it's just something. Yeah, but it's nothing. I would say like it's just like mind-blowing or awesome. Same counts for sayur asam. It's just vegetables put together, so it's good. It's nice. Yeah, nothing. You don't do anything wrong with those dishes. Nasi tupeng. This is honestly, this is art. This is seriously art. Just look at this. Like, look at this hut. This is a rice. They put it all together, and all those nice other side dishes displayed beautifully. the chilies cut up like this. You see this usually at birthday parties or at any other like public event or something like that. It's like when other people cut their cake, you just cut the top of the little hut. You take your rice and then you take all those little like bits and pieces from the side around it. Love it. It's really, it tastes good, it looks good. Sometimes it's, yeah. I always feel ashamed like actually like eating that because it's just looks amazing. Just look at the cucumber, how they cut the cucumber. This is seriously like amazing. It's awesome. Pampa. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is from Sumatra, from Palembang. And it's like egg inside a fish paste ball, basically. Then you can add like some a sweet soy sauce and some other stuff. It's a bit spicy. It's good. And you know what the best empa I've eaten? I mean, I've been to Palembang and so forth, but the best icing I've eaten so far used to be, I'm not sure if it still is, but it used to be in Sajito, in the canteen right next to forensics. I don't know why. Maybe there was some special air in that area, I have no idea. I remember when I was a medical student, I so often went down to forensics, to the canteen next door, or opposite actually, and had empa. It's good, it's really good. I should go back there and try it. Maybe it's still there. Otak. You get it in Sumatra, sometimes in East Java. No, West Java, I mean, sorry. In West Java as well. It's just like fish paste, more or less. Put in a banana leaf and then like put on a grill. So this banana leaf actually like, yeah. So the flavor of the banana leaf like rubs off a bit and you have like a nice flavor to it. It's cool, it's a nice dish, it's a nice snack, like it's, yeah, it's okay. Gorengan, honestly, this should have been #1, or at least #2 after nasi goreng. Gorengan is for me like the Indonesian dish, period. There are some good gorengan out there, there are some not so good ones out there, but in general, gorengan is the best. It's cheap, it's awesome, so much variety. I mean, there is no way that the person says, I don't like gorengan, seriously, then you haven't tried it all. There's sweet ones, there's savory ones, there's spicy ones. Me personally, I bak one, I like molen, and usually if molen is filled either with like pineapple, that's really cool. Yeah, it's just, I love it. Gorengan is just amazing. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's just like this fried, unhealthy crap. It's good. And it's cheap. Honestly, this and the beer, and I'm happy for dinner. Seriously. Awesome dish. Kerak telur. Oh. I like kerak telur, but mainly because of the way how they make it. It tastes awesome. It's good. But they put it like in a wok, and then I press it against the wall of the wok, and then they cook it over like a small fire, and then they turn it over, and it's just amazing. And the whole way how they make it, the whole show behind it actually is so cool that I sometimes just order a kerak telur to get the show, because since it's like so unique, you're not able to make like 10 at the same time. You really have to focus on one, and the show behind it sometimes is much more awesome than actually the kerak telur itself, even though kerak telur itself is awesome. So yeah, try it. Bakpia. Bakpia is like the typical Yogya snack. They even write it here. Yeah, Yogya snack. Yeah, I think originally it was filled with kacang hijau, with like green beans. Really nice dish, simple. But now they also say like, yeah, it's filled with cheese, chocolate, and even, oops, that was my door. With even durian. I'm not a durian flavor, but if you guys want to see me eating durian, how about you give me a lot of thumbs up for this video, and then I think about it. Okay? So give me a thumbs up. Lumpia. Lumpia, I would say, it's just spring rolls, and spring rolls are always awesome. I mean, come on, like who doesn't like spring rolls? And you just like take the lumpia, put it in a bit of sambal, awesome. I mean, it's just great. Oh, next one even up is sambal. Sambal and lalapan. Lalapan means just like the green stuff around it, like some green things. But sambal is just awesome. It's really, there's so many varieties. There's so many different types of sambal out there, and I mean, sometimes, you know, the big shops, sometimes they just mass produce it. But if you really go to the small warungs, they're having like the homemade sambal and you can taste it. I mean, there are warungs I just go to just because the sambal is so good. Not because the food is so good, it's just because of sambal. It's really like, I love sambal, like, oh my gosh, it's so good. And last but not least, kerupuk, yay! Kerupuk is, what is kerupuk? Kerupuk is like a fish cracker, but they're not always fish based. I mean, they're also like just flour or whatever, cassava based. It's awesome. I mean, I always love it when I see like those motorcycles which are just packed with kerupuk, like literally like all around them. And it's just, if you eat, it just gives the whole food like a crunchiness to it. But even as a snack, they're awesome. It's just, yeah, cool. And last but not least, es teh manis, of course. It's not a dish, but it's the Indonesian drink, es teh manis. Remember, one of the first things I had to learn when I came to Indonesia was to say, saya minta es teh tawar, because I could not handle the sweetness of those teas. Especially in Yogya, it's, oh my gosh, it's so sweet, it's crazy. And es teh tawar means more or less tea without sugar, and people were laughing at me and were making fun of me because for them it doesn't have any taste. But I prefer it that way, and even now, es teh manis is so sweet for me. But it's literally the Indonesian dish or drink there is. It's really, and the good thing, it tastes to all the foods which I just mentioned. It tastes amazing with it. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Those were like, yeah, 30 dishes you should try in Indonesia. I totally agree with them, even though I would have added a few more dishes. But overall, I think they did a good job on this. What's your favorite dish in Indonesia? Or have you ever been to Indonesia, and or if you have not been, which dish would you like to try actually here? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you are in Indonesia, let me know which is your favorite dish and where do you get it, because I want to try it. So therefore, I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up here. Click subscribe like right here on the icon or on my face. Also click here on one of my older videos to check them out, and I hope to see you guys pretty soon, and thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.